I think it puts a little bit too much pressure on you landing it exactly there, when you might have hit some good shots that result in landing slightly right or slightly left of that. This is a realistic way for the weekend golfer to strike good shots that will land on fairways and land on the green. Hi everyone, Murdoch here, hope you're well. Aiming today. Now I like, as you know, if you've watched my videos, I talk about aiming between 2 points. Not just picking one target, pick two and score goals. So this way you've got a good idea that you're hitting greens with a well struck, slightly drawn or slightly faded shot. Now as you become a lower handicap or professional standard, the people I've taught at that level, I choose one target and get them to draw or fade to it, high or low. So what I've got here are two sticks on the ground, one for your feet, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, the white stick, and then the red stick gives you an idea of your swing path line, your ball to target line for the club. So that way when you practice swing, and you can only do it with a practice swing or hitting a broken tee or daisy, for example, and not a ball, you can see the blur of the club. You can then practice swing with the white stick here in my case as your reference point to try and have the swing path parallel to your feet. So in the distance, choose 2 points that will land safely down a fairway or on a realistic green size and try and strike it. Maybe you'll have a stick here to give you an idea of ball position if that's something you're struggling with. And then you're set to go. On a mat, obviously you set it up the same way. You'll have to keep moving it if you're hitting off grass, but this is the structure you'll have. So then you're setting up here. Let's move the ball away actually, because then when you're practice swinging, like I mentioned, the blur of the club is easily seen. You can get an idea of the direction the ball's going to be sent out in. So then you can start striking and knowing that you're going to send it out in your general direction. After striking a few good ones, so you know my structure of warming up if you've watched my videos, you get the process from warming up without the club. You then practice swing with the club, with the same feeling that the drills have given you. So now you're ready to strike, using that feeling to get a template of striking. 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 4 in a row, and so on. So once you start striking it well, we can then start paying attention to where they're going. 80-20 rule. If they're not all landing between your goals, for example, with little draws or little fades, that's acceptable. But generally, they'll be straight flighted or one shape only. You'll rarely get them going both ways, to be honest. You can then see, where are 80% of my balls going? Are they favoring the left or are they favoring the right? Then you can start paying attention to the path. If the direction is solidly right, you might be a little bit in to out. If it's a straight pull, a little bit across. Reflect again on that practice swing next, using the red line in my case. Don't worry about picking out a specific one target. I think it puts a little bit too much pressure on you landing it exactly there, when you might have hit some good shots that result in landing slightly right or slightly left of that. This is a realistic way for the weekend golfer to strike good shots that will land on fairways and land on the green. Any shot from 150 yards and out for a 5 handicapper is a good shot hitting the green. So if you're a teen handicap, you're a bogey golfer, 85 to 90 shooter, anything well struck from 100 yards or from 80 yards out on the green, you should accept that as a good shot. Remember, as a golfer, all you can control is the process. This includes aiming well, putting the best move on it you can do on the day, understanding limitations and moves and capabilities, etc. Commit to the strike, and then you'll notice 9 out of 10 will hit the green. We've got to be careful on aiming. Now, I like this method because if you aim with the traditional railway track sense, I think there's always a danger of aiming a bit too far right with your feet and perhaps being a bit open with the shoulders, because psychologically on the back of your mind you feel as if you're a bit shut but you don't know, and your shoulders can compensate, and it encourages the over the top move. If you're not going to be perfect with your feet, you want to be slightly left. This is why this works well. That way you're encouraged to take the club outside and keep it coming down on the path down to your target, hitting away from where your feet are. So it does a good job psychologically for putting a good swing on. So give it a go. If you're normally one club on the ground or one stick, try the two, and try picking two targets in an untrue parallel and see how you get on. Comment down below. Tell me how you aim. Tell me if this is working for you. Like with a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care now.